A tech journalist who has screened thousands of companies was recently asked, what is it that sets apart the ones that actually gain traction? His answer was very different from what most founders expect. Here's what he had to say.
What would you say the investors would be interested in?
So I've been a tech journalist for 16 years. You get to have a good idea of which are the ones that actually have, something about them. It could just be that the founder's really, really strong. They tell a good story, which, to some people might sound not that important, but a strong story and a strong direction and a vision for where you're going is really, really important. That's compelling and exciting and interesting as well. You need to be able to bring people along the journey.
What Martin Bryant says here might sound like a soft thing, but it perfectly highlights what so many companies today are doing wrong. So many of them are focused on sharing data and showing technical features and unit economics, which are all important things, but they're fundamentally missing the point of what attracts premium investors and clients. I've been a creative director in the impact tech space for over 6 years now. I've helped take companies from being undifferentiated and untrusted in their space to closing deals with multi-million-dollar clients and investors in under a year. And I'm going to share with you the exact model that I use to do this. Before I get into the specifics, I want to tell you about one of the first companies that I helped using this model. They had built an AI platform to help ranchers weigh, track, and manage their cattle operations. Their team was driving hours out to remote ranching locations just to get in front of people. But even when they were able to get in front of people, the ranchers just weren't buying. These were tight-knit communities that had operated the same way for generations. And here comes a team of tech founders talking about AI and digital land management, and their message just wasn't landing. So we went into the field with them, and we spent time filming with real ranchers who were actually using their product on their land and in their own words. And we just filmed what was already happening. We didn't have a script, and we were really just capturing the story that was already taking place. And that was the key, because ranchers weren't going to take the word of a tech company, but they would listen to other ranchers. Using that real-world footage, we created a cinematic brand film for them that actually told a story about their product and the people that were using it. After the release of this brand film, they closed deals with 4 of the largest ranching operations in the United States. It was the same product and the same team and the same technology. The only thing that changed was their story. I've worked with so many tech founders who are in so deep in the technical side of their business that they don't know how to explain their innovations in any other way. The problem is, when you start explaining yourselves in terms of data and features, it becomes kind of a dog show where you are now competing with dozens of other companies that look and sound exactly like you. There is nothing inherently setting you apart from your competition. So what happens is you become undifferentiated. And honestly, it's hard for me to watch because they are falling into a trap that so many different companies in the space are falling into these days. And it's a trap that I have come to call the impact translation gap. Being undifferentiated is more dangerous now than it has ever been with the advent of AI. It seems like every company today is using AI everywhere from writing their copy to creating their visual branding. And what happens when all of these tech companies get together and use the same technology for all of their messaging? Everybody sounds the same. Understand that undifferentiation is a risk to investors. So where you might see a very promising technology, they see a company that's going to get lost in the noise. Now, this isn't just a marketing problem. This very quickly becomes a revenue problem, because weak messaging will always lead to low trust. The founders that are able to constantly attract investors and seem to have this steady stream of high-quality clients are the ones who have learned early on how to communicate their story in the proper language. This means pulling away from the polished, overly technical language that is so prevalent in this space. It's something that I have come to call the impact story model. And it's how I take my own clients from being undifferentiated in their space, from being undervalued, to attracting premium investors and attracting high-level clients. And it's all done through proper storytelling and the proper strategy behind it. So the first stage in this model is story repositioning. Now, this is where you need to figure out exactly what demographic you're trying to reach and who you're trying to connect to, because the story that you tell to an investor might be very different from the story that you're trying to tell to a consumer out walking on the street. Now, stage 2 is where you want to implement the impact documentation method. And this is where, a lot of videographers would come into this space and create a sterile, polished looking corporate video, which is going to lead you down that exact same path of undifferentiation that you're trying to get out of in the first place. So what I do with my clients is I go into the real world and I document where their product is actually changing the lives of people and having impact, and show the big picture, because that's what investors and clients want to see. And I also will show the drive and the vision of founders, because ultimately that's what investors are investing in, as founders. It's not the technology, it is the people who are going to carry that technology out into the world. And then we package all of this footage into a cinematic brand asset that actually tells a real story. The last stage of this is the omnipresence sprint. So just like a plane needs speed to take off, I would help companies implement this brand asset into their sales funnel, into their email campaigns, into their ad campaigns, into their investor pitches, into social media, so that this asset can start converting for them as fast as possible. This last stage was so important for the success of these companies that I was working with, because a great video with no strategy behind it is like a rocket with no fuel. It just does nothing, and it doesn't help a company at all. And it's for this reason that 90% of content and marketing materials fail to move the needle in any meaningful way for companies. Instead, what this model does is it gives you one asset that is built once and that is working for you across every single business conversation. This means shorter sales cycles because there is trust being built up even before the point of first contact. It means stronger investor conversations because they can see the roadmap and the vision of your company. And it means clear differentiation in a category that is flooded with innovation. Tech journalists like Martin Bryant, who you saw at the beginning of this video, have seen thousands of tech companies come and go. And the ones that make it, in his words, are the founders who have learned how to bring others along for the journey. So for those that are serious about creating a high-value brand that stands out from the noise, I'd invite you to go below this video and book a call with me. What we'll do is we'll take 30 minutes to talk about your current positioning and outline a clear path forward for you. And if in those 30 minutes I can see something to help you, I won't hesitate to tell you then and there. So go beneath this video to book a call with me, and we'll talk soon.